know it's been a very, very long time since I made a video, but I wanted to let you guys know why I haven't been making a video, give you guys a life update, kind of explain some things to you guys about what's been going on with me. So if you would like to hear more, please stay tuned. Okay, family, let's rewind life. In March, I end up in the hospital for a strained hip joint, and I end up having a a steroid shot injected into my hip, which end up causing MRSA, which staph infection that I got when I was in the hospital, which opened up Pandora's box. Um, this is my second time with the PIC line. I am about to get this removed today as soon as my nurse get here. I am so super, super excited. The first time I kept my PIC line for 8 weeks, I did the vancomycin twice a day at home. At the end of that, I went on an oral antibiotics for like 1 week, and the infection had spread it into my bone, and I was in so much pain one night, and I ended up in the ER, and they was like, no, you have to have surgery. Antibiotics is not going to do this. It is into your bones. So I end up having to have two surgeries. I had one Monday and like a one on a Friday. Um, I had so many stitches. I have an incision maybe about this long from here all down to the lower part of my stomach, where they went into my hip joint in the front, and they debrided it. They did some scraping. They cut away a lot of infected tissues, and they scraped down until they got down to my clean bone that didn't have any infection. And then that Friday I had a surgery on my tailbone, which they cut down the bottom right above my butt crack and went down to my tailbone and did the same thing there, because those are the two areas that were infected really bad that the antibiotics could not get to. So after that surgery, I came back home on another 8 week tour of vancomycin. If you don't know what vancomycin is, it is a very strong antibiotic. You have to be monitored if you're on this medication, because it can damage your kidneys. It can cause other health issues. So once a week, I have a home health nurse who is amazing. She's amazing. Uh, she comes, she draws 3 sets of lab from me, send it in to catch like my kidney function, my vanc level. It's called like a vanc trough, to find out what the levels of antibiotic is in my blood. If they're too high, they need to adjust my medication that I get delivered to me. If it's too low, they need to adjust it either way it go. But so far I had to have any medicine adjusted. My body has been handling it. I have some side effects, and like urgency of bathroom, but getting there is nothing really there. But I don't have urinary tract infection. It's just how my bladder and kidney is functioning with being on this medication. So that is kind of like it in a quick nutshell, without like going too in depth of what's really been going on. But that is basically what I've been dealing with. My mom has been here twice since March. The first time she came, she stayed from March till like mid-May. And she came back after I had surgery in July. She came back a week after my surgery when I got ready to come home from the hospital. And she stayed for 3 weeks, 3.5, almost 4 weeks she stayed. She has been a awesome lifesaver, because I don't know where I would be mentally, and how me and my family and my husband with everything, on his plate all alone, because our kids don't go to school near our home. They into all type of sports, and I didn't want my health to stop anything that my children normally has going on. So it's been life. Life comes with its ups and downs, but we just have to keep moving forward, keep putting one foot in front of the other, and keep asking God for strength. And I thank God for strength, for answering my prayers, because I'm like, Lord, my children need me. I need my children. I want to live to see my children grow old. I don't want them to have to take care of me. you know, and my husband is not 100% well, so he has his own health issues he's been dealing with, but he's been a real trooper in the midst of all this too. You know, some days I was so exhausted and tired and just really wanted to just throw in a towel and didn't want to fight that day, but he was there to push me forward and was like, no baby, you got this. So I really appreciate that. So that's why I haven't been making videos for you guys. Please believe that I miss making videos. I have not really done anything different to the house. We did not really decorate. I started the spring decorations and then I ended up sick. I did not finish. I did not do the top of the cabinets. I didn't do anything else into the kitchen. But I will probably shoot a video before I start changing for fall. I'm not going to really do a lot of stuff for fall. I'm kind of like over decor for right now. I don't know what it is, but I told my husband I didn't want to go shopping for fall. I just didn't want to do anything like over the top for fall. So really I'm taking this time to finish getting my health and strength back and building my body back up. And I've gained weight back. Prior to being sick, I had lost like 45 pounds on the keto diet. So with me being sick, I was not, you know, not feeding myself, not having other people to cook for me and eating what was prepared in the house. And I ended up gaining, I think 20 pounds, I think since March, I think I've gained 20 pounds. So I planned on, well, I've already started my keto diet back last week. So planned on just going back to the way my life was before I was sick. Uh, I can show you guys that I'm on some new meds, which it's not a lot. They discovered that I have some type of heart issue doing my surgery, doing my first surgery. Apparently my heart does its own thing when it feels like it. And it wasn't a surprise that they told me that when I came out of surgery. It's because me and my husband had been talking about it. I was telling him, baby, oh my God, my heart feel like it's going to fall out, beat out my chest, or baby, I would feel just so down and out all of a sudden. So I'm on a very low dose heart medication. I take a half a heart pill a day. I'm on a new antibiotic since I've taken my last dose. I've started my new antibiotic. I've taken my last dose of my vancomycin. So I'm on an oral antibiotic now. I'm taking one a day for women. I'm taking that. And I'm taking my apple cider vinegar tablets. And I have a multivitamin because from previous sicknesses, cancer and stuff, my body doesn't hold potassium and calcium well at all. It doesn't matter how many bananas I would eat or what happens. I have to have like a supplement to help keep me even in a normal range. So I'm taking that. This is my breakfast right now. And I'm looking this way because these are all my pills here. And this is my breakfast. I have my Mutland tea going. So I'm going to take you guys with me over to my stove. I hope I don't make you guys too nauseous. I'm about to fix my tea. My water's boiling. Hope you guys can, oh, cricket. I'm going to have to cut that out. Hope you guys can still see me. I'm about to fix a tea. And my mom introduced me to this Mutland tea. Someone, I think her doctor or someone told her about it. And, yeah, I'm burning myself here. Because I didn't put this in a teapot. Okay. Alright. I just need to put the top on that and let it simmer for a minute. I can show you guys what type of tea it is. It's this here. I'm sorry if the camera's shaky. It's this Mutland tea here. It has a unique taste to it. It's not nasty. It's just has like a different taste. It's like something you've never tasted before. So I just fixed my tea. I'm going to let it sit and simmer for a moment. I hope I'm in frame. I pray I'm in frame. So that is, I think I'm in frame, guys. I'm sorry. I moved the camera when I was trying to get my tea. So that's kind of been my life update on my health, and I've really just been focusing on me and my family, not vlogging or doing videos. And a lot of people was like, hey, you should video this time, you should use this, you should video you being sick. And that's not me. Anyone that knows me, I don't complain about being sick because I've been sick a lot in my life. I do not complain about being sick. I don't like sympathy for being sick. I'm really private when it comes to me being sick and how I feel. And for me to even share this much with my YT family it's hard for me right now, because I just don't ever want anyone to look at me and not see who I am versus what I'm going through, because I have stories I could tell, and I never speak out about it because I don't want people to feel like I'm my situation, and I'm never my situation. So that is why I have not recorded this process. And this has really been a process since March to now. This has been a real process. So, and I'm not sure if this the end of this process or not, because my doctor did tell me that they carved away so much bone from my hip joint, because that was the point of infection that stayed infected the most, and it was really into my joint down in the bones, that I might have to have a plate put into to secure my joint in here from like having so much space wonking around to help secure it. I do notice that there is something off with that hip. My walk is off. My stride is off a little bit. Even certain movements I still can't do. Like if I drop something on the floor, and you know how you just bend over and pick something up, I have to like lean farther to the left and bend down. Don't put any weight over the joint to bend down. Even stepping up steps, I cannot walk up steps just one step at a time. I have to do one step, 2 feet, one step, 2 feet, one step, 2 feet. This is the only way I'm able to get upstairs. Even going down is the same way. I still have to use the things that I learned in therapy. I still hadn't gotten full range of motion of my hip back. If I'm going to ever get it back, the doctor still doesn't really know. He was like, this might be my new normal. So if this is my new normal, I can deal with this. I can handle the normal. You just make the adjustments that need to be made, and you keep going and you keep moving forward. That it's nothing to really cry and whine about or throw in the towel about. I'm handling that. What else have I been doing? I became a travel agent in the midst of all this. This is kind of something that gives me some peace of mind and something to do, which has really been fun. Booking trips and vacations for families, which has really been awesome. I started Dreamy Destinations, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And can't wait till next summer for me and my family to get our ball rolling with all our vacation activities. Well, probably our first vacation will be not the summer, but it will be like March will be our first vacation. I wanted it to be at the end of January to take the boys on a cruise because I feel like they earned it. But I don't think we're going to go on a cruise in January because my son, that's a Marine, is planning on coming home, him and his wife and their baby. And I want to spend that time with them. And I still haven't seen my grandbaby yet because in the midst of all, someone just sent me a message on Facebook. In the midst of all of this, I still hadn't seen my grandbaby because I was scheduled to go see him at the beginning of August to fly to San Diego to see him, but I ended up having surgery 2 weeks before I left. So, well, not even a full 2 weeks, like a week before I left. So it's been hard. You know, I've done lots and lots of video calls and chats and talks, and he is superly duperly cute, and he's like a little chunky monkey. He's like 3 months old and pushing 17 pounds. Yeah, He's a big boy. He's a really, really big boy. Um, he has great parents. I love his mom to death. She's sweet as she could be. So I'm really excited about seeing them. And they're supposed to come here in January, but as soon as football season is over, I'm going there because my he's 16. My 16-year-old plays football. So he has a game every weekend in September and October. My 11-year-old runs cross country right now for his school, so we're in the midst of that. So we have a cross country meet today and a JV football game today. We have a varsity football game on Friday. When his cross country season is over with his school, he switched over to his AAU league, his league, cross country. So with the KC Cheetahs. So this time of the year is like crazy bananas for us. Our house is like always crazy because I believe in giving kids something to do to keep them from making dumb decisions and getting into unnecessary trouble. So we're like a family that's always on the go. Oh, let me tell you guys something. This is just something funny that made me laugh. My mom was here in March. So March is the spring season for they're practicing for track for AAU Summer League track. My 16-year-old is finishing his track season at school, going into AAU track. My 11-year is already in AAU track practice. So, and my husband had a seizure, first seizure December 27th. So he was on no drive restriction when my mom came. So she had to come because my husband couldn't drive. Actually, family, this is my mom right now. I'll call her right back. So my mom came and like after a week of doing my job schedule, in the morning, I would be up. We would leave home by 6:45. I would drop my 16-year off at school, take my husband to work. I would come back home because at this time my son was still 10 and he was in elementary, which didn't have to be at school till 9. So I would get back home around 7:30. I will get him up like at 8:15, 8. We would leave home again by 8:40. Take him to school. Come back home. Then I would sit here until it was time to go pick my husband up. And then I would go pick my husband up. Then I would have like a 30-minute dead time. Then I would pick my youngest one up. Then I would come home. We had an hour and a half to sit home. Then we would leave again and go back because we have AAU and track practice. We would leave there, be there from like 5:50 to 7:45, 8 o'clock, then come home. I'm have to cook and then get the kids ready for bed. And then we do the same thing again the next day. My mom was like, you know what? All the times I called you and you didn't answer the phone or you said you was doing this, I thought you just didn't want to talk to me. I'm sorry because this is too much. And I'm like, I told you, it is a lot, you know. And my kids, taking them to school is not a 2-minute drive down the street. Taking them to school is a 15-minute drive, 20-minute drive from the house to take them to school because I live on 38th Street and they go to school on 82nd Street. So I live in Kansas. This is traffic. So it was real. It was, my mom was like, oh Lord, no. So she called herself the Uber driver when she was here. So I appreciate her though, but she understands. This is real life here. And me being the only person able to drive at the time while my husband was on drive restrictions, man, those were days I prayed my 16-year-old had license. He can drive. He can drive. We go to Mississippi, he's everywhere because they're not as strict as they are here about having license. So he would drive, but man, it was crazy. So, and now that I sit down and think about all the ripping and running we do, it's a lot. It's really a lot. And then in the midst of all of me being sick and mom here, my husband has a spell again and has another seizure. I mean, man, his life has been hitting us like a ton of bricks. But to God be the glory. We made it. Family, I'm not going to take up any much more of your time this morning, like telling you all about my dramas and dilemmas and everything that's been going on. But my nurse is actually on her way here. Today would be a day anyway that I will get my dressing changed. But there will be no change in dressing today. She will be removing this little puppy here, and I will be super, super, super excited. But I can tell you guys, I do have videos that's been sitting in my video file on my channel that I have not released, and I am sorry because life. I will release those. Take the privacy off of those and edit them. Do what I need to do with those. I will release those videos. I will start vlogging more because I'm not really gonna do like a house season change. Not really. Um. I am in the process of getting some new furniture. Yay! Yay! It's still gonna be great though, but new. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna probably just vlog this weight loss journey. I started last year before I started October. I was 270 pounds. In March, I was two 230, 225. I think 225. Yeah, 225. Today I'm like, I don't know, because I've been on keto a week and I tried to get on the scale to weigh myself before I started, but I have a digital scale and the batteries are dead. But I did not want that to stop me last week from starting because I was like, oh, I'm gonna push it another week. No, since I'm back on my feet and I'm moving really good and doing for myself, I decided, okay, without a weigh-in, without being on the scale, I'm gonna do this. And the last time I weighed was about 3 weeks ago, and I was 246. That's what I weighed 3 weeks ago. And I've been on keto like a week now. And I have not gotten into the groove where I was at first, where I could say, hey, I don't want this, I don't miss this, I don't need that. I'm starting back at ground zero because I still have the taste for, I look at stuff and I'm like, I want that so bad, which I didn't have that feeling at first because I had gotten past that point. So I'm really in that stage of like detoxing my body, getting myself ready because it's real. It's real. When you start back eating donuts, because I started back, I did really good up until like May. And I ate a Krispy Kreme donut. But I'm doing better. I don't go buy a dozen. I buy like one donut, which is better than what I normally do. I started back on the unhealthy caramel frappes and all that stuff from Starbucks and Quick Trip. I've let those go. I haven't really gotten to the pasta thing because my texture had changed and I really didn't like pasta. But I have eaten a little more bread than I normally do. Like I wouldn't eat a sandwich at first. I actually ate a sandwich or two or three while I was over these last few months. I haven't just went crazy with my eating. I didn't go crazy. I just didn't fall off the wagon all the way. But I did start eating some of the stuff that I know really wasn't in my best interest. But I did try to control my portion on how I ate those things. But hey, it's real. I gained the weight. So, I will try to maybe get some measurements and some batteries if I remember to get batteries for the scale so I can get a weight this week so I can start. But I will be vlogging like what I eat in a day and breakfast and how keto is going for me and even with my health. And I missed you guys. I just missed sitting, talking. You see my house is so quiet. Everybody's gone. No one's here but me and Delilah. And she's sitting there looking at me too. So this is life, family. This has been real life. I really thank you guys for coming back watching my videos. I really, 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 really miss YouTube. Even though I haven't been making videos, I still have been watching some of my favorite people on YouTube. Like lots of them. Discovered some more people that I didn't even know was on YouTube. So I've been enjoying my clean with me, the decorations, the house tours, lifestyle videos. I'm like, oh, I like it all. I even watched a few makeup videos, played in a couple of lashes. It's a few months and it's been exciting. So, family, that's it. Thank you guys for being here. I even got a couple of messages from some of my followers. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It meant a lot to me to know that someone was thinking of me, other than just my family. So that meant a lot to me. I will keep you guys posted on my updates and what is going on. I am so, oh God, I love my classmates. They're, we done been out of school like 21 years, and they're funny. They're like extremely funny. So shout out to 9-8. Um, that's it, family. I'll be back later with another video, and I won't be gone this long. Remember, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay blessed.